Barcelona out of the Champions League. PSG chokes again. Arsenal's letdown. Manchester United's beatdown. The greatest game of the season so far. And why Jamie Vardy should be passed the torch of beast mode. All that and more on this episode of the American Gooners Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. I am Zach. I am joined by the true Gooner himself, Morgan Garber. Morgan, Arsenal did it to us again, man.
Dude, first off, glad to see you. Glad to be here with you again. That was disappointing, man. They had a good first 30 minutes, and then a letdown. Going into halftime, then right out of the gates. Andy Carroll tore our hearts out.
3 goals in 8 minutes of actual gameplay. But it was topped, and we'll get to that later.
Yeah, that was a disappointing one, man. That was one that we controlled for most of the game. Typical Arsenal.
I'll express my feelings once we get there. We're going to start off, though, with the Champions League quarterfinals. Leg 2 took place this past week, and what a quarterfinal it was. I tell you what, I'm smiling ear to ear because of what happened this week. I won't lie. It was amazing for a guy like me. But Real Madrid down 2-0 to Wolfsburg, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cristiano Ronaldo, erased it in 2 minutes and then won it on a free kick. 3-0, Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT, greatest of all time.
First off, he's not the greatest of all time. Greatest of all time, you're out of your freaking mind right now to call him the GOAT. He is not the Michael Jordan of soccer. Get out of here with that. You need to go back and do your research. You need to go back and do your homework of the GOAT of soccer or the GOAT of football. It's not Cristiano Ronaldo. But aside from that, I can't argue with it. Me and you went back and forth on Lionel Messi and Ronaldo, and you see who showed up in their games. It wasn't Lionel Messi.
And Real Madrid pretty much they controlled the entire game. Julian Draxler, a guy who I mentioned before, and wanted at Arsenal last summer before he went to Wolfsburg. He got hurt. He went down. Arnold, after his first Leg 1 game, that was great. He was a no-show. They were nowhere to be found, and 2 of Ronaldo's goals were just bonehead plays by Wolfsburg. On the free kick, Naldo, for some reason, turned his body, gave him the gap that it went through. And it was a tiny gap. And he tried to do some ridiculous head down, trying to head it after he turned. So he gave him that goal. And then the first goal, there's no way the cross should have made it through the defense. And Ronaldo looked stunned that it fell to his feet, and he just put it home. So Wolfsburg kind of blew that one, but Ronaldo took advantage, and that's what he does.
Yeah, we can move on from that game. I'm tired of talking about Ronaldo. No, it was a typical Real Madrid game. I mean, after Wolfsburg came out and actually shocked everybody with winning the first leg, it was, you kind of expected Real Madrid to come out with a little sense of urgency. And it didn't take long. I mean, like you said, it didn't take long for Ronaldo to take over the game, which is what he does. I can argue with that. He takes over the game. He put the game on his back, and they kept a clean sheet, and they're moving on.
They really should not have been in that position anyways, but to come through, they did what they did. Now we move on to Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. Holy wow. I watched this game from beginning to end, and I was messaging the entire time. And first of all, it was a dirty game. You could tell it was a rivalry because they were just getting after it. And hats off to the ref for leaving the cards in his pocket because he let it go for a good portion of the game. But Barcelona, man, they got outplayed.
How many cards do you think could have been given in that game?
In that game, we could have seen at least 4 guys sent off. Luis Suarez should have been sent off again. He gave a ridiculous, obvious elbow to his international teammate, Godin. And he just took he's on a header. He just did it on purpose. And Godin gets up with a boxer eye. His eye was shut and just swollen and black. It was so obvious. So Suarez should have been sent off again. Iniesta had an obvious handball that saved a goal. He got a yellow, and they got the PK. but he should have been automatic sent off. There was a handball on Atletico that wasn't called. Or it was called, but not in the box. It should have been a penalty kick at the end. But after all the things Barcelona got away with in that game, that was the very end. And to not get that call, they're all crying about it. Fox Soccer had a post up saying, "It should have been a free kick or a penalty kick." Whatever. You guys shouldn't have had two players on the pitch.
Yeah, but that one goal wouldn't have mattered. I mean, you still needed.
Well, they would have gone to extra time.
Yeah,
if they made that goal. But it's a mute point now. Barcelona goes down. The greatest team in soccer right now got outplayed, and they've lost 3 or 4.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say they've been on a little bit of a letdown here. I know we talked about the Real Madrid game. Then they dropped another one in the league, and then come out and lay an egg in the Championship League game. It's I don't know what's going on there, but they got turned around quick because after we said that they were pretty much a runaway for the league title, it's slipping away from them.
Yeah, 3 points now ahead of Atletico, 4 above Real Madrid. We did say they were a lock. We said there was no way they were going to lose it because their schedule wasn't that tough, and they come out and lose to a team they shouldn't have in the Liga. And now it's a battle. Now it's a race. They're going to have to strap it up. And Messi was a no-show against Atletico. He got manhandled, dude. Luis Suarez had the best chances, but Messi was nowhere to be found.
I did tell you when we were debating on Ronaldo and Messi, I did tell you Messi forgets to show up on the big stages.
Well, that's been the thing
big stage.
For Ronaldo as well. And he, in the same week, he shows up big with a hat trick to put him through, and Messi was nowhere to be found. We also had Benfica versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich came up 1-0 in leg 2, and they drew 2-2 against Benfica. So a game that we went into thinking was going to be a run, UEFA set it up for a run through, and they barely went through Benfica, but they're through. Bayern's through, and Man City beat PSG. PSG's Champions League letdowns yet again, and more importantly, Zlatan Ibrahimovic Champions League letdowns continue.
Yep, that just means he's on his way out. That was a surprise. I thought for sure PSG was going to come out here, kind of have their way with Manchester City, but City doesn't have nothing else to play for. So this is their season. This is everything that they're playing for is into the Championship League. So it's not a surprise, but we both expected PSG.
We went 2 for 2 on our picks. Not very good. Not very good.
Which the committee for the Championship League is not happy.
No, they're pissed. And so much so that the semifinal games, the day before, yesterday, Thursday, the day before, they were selected. What did I say?
It's a fix.
And what did I pick?
You called it.
I said it's going to be Man City versus Real Madrid and Atletico versus Bayern Munich because either way, they get the storyline championship game. You either get Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, big-time game. You get Man City versus Atletico, which Man City alone and Atletico going to a final is big storyline. You can get Man City, Bayern Munich, Pep, who's going to Man City to manage after this year, is at Bayern Munich right now. Or you can get the Madrid derby, Atletico, Real Madrid. There's storylines for every – it was so obvious that this was the best way to set it up. I had no problem picking it, and I'm not shocked that the UEFA fix came out the way it did.
Yeah, you did call it. I got to give you credit for that. I know on our Two Blue, you gave me crap for saying I called it for the NCAA championship game, but I give you credit. You did call it. The committee for the championship league was probably mad that City and Atletico made it through, but it made it easy for them because, like you said, they had the storyline now. They just had to set it up. They had to, fix it, set it up to where no matter what comes out, it's a storyline.
And I tell you what, I'm going to play it safe on my picks. I'm going to pick Real Madrid over Man City, obviously. And even though Bayern didn't play, man, I'm torn on this one because Atletico is playing great football right now, and I really want to pick them, but it's hard to pick against Manuel Neuer and Lewandowski and Robin, Götze, Everybody, Boateng, everybody Bayern has is just a star. It's hard to pick against Bayern Munich, so I'm gonna stick with Bayern and Real Madrid going through.
I'm gonna stick with those two also. Can just imagine what type of game that'll be. Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. That'll be a hell of a game. A must see match.
Yeah,
so
I would watch it. I'm gonna watch it either way, but I would definitely watch that one. I kind of want to see Atletico go through just because they're playing so well, but I don't know. And they just beat Barcelona, who's the best team in the world right now, so they can beat them. I'm not saying it's gonna be a runaway, but I think Bayern. That's just where I'm playing it safe, Morgan. I hate playing it safe.
I almost want to pick different, just so I can try and get a game up on you.
Oh, this isn't for pick'em. We don't do this for pick'em. This is too late.
Yeah.
So this is just regular.
This is for bragging rights, though. I mean,
if you want
either way, we'll brag about it.
So we got the semifinal of the Champions League starting April 26th. Man City's in Spain at Real Madrid, and Atletico's traveling to Germany to Bayern Munich for leg one. It's gonna be a good one, man. I'm excited for those. The Final Four isn't what we thought, but they're all good. They're good matchups, dude.
Yeah, I would much rather see, PSG and Real Madrid and Barcelona and Bayern Munich. But Real Madrid and Man City, that could be a surprising one. I think that'll be a lot closer than what Munich and Atletico will be. So
I don't think so.
Real Madrid, Man City will be close. No, I think it'll be close just because City's just laying out there. They're kind of coming together as of late. Once they made the manager change, they kind of put it together. They were too far back in the EPL to make any sort of run, but they're playing well. They're playing as a team finally.
Good segue to the EPL. You saw an Arsene Wenger comment today that just drove you up the wall.
Yeah, it actually just came across my phone right before we started to record here, and Arsene Wenger was doing an interview with Sky Sports, and they must have asked him a question about Tottenham. And he said, first of all, we are not behind yet. So I'm assuming he's talking about the EPL standings, I guess making a run to the top. And then he said, Tottenham have been 18 years behind us. They survived, so let's be realistic. Arsene Wenger, you idiot, you are behind them. What are you talking about? How you gonna say they've been behind you for 18 years? Go check the freaking standings, dude. You are behind them by 6 points.
We could go into Sunday down 9 points to them and 16 to Leicester. What is he talking about, Morgan? Is this guy delusional? Has this guy lost his freaking rocker, man?
Listen, it's been 12 years since we won the league title. 12 years, dude. Do you think Man City, Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, any of these top teams would put up with this for 12 years?
Chelsea didn't put up with it for 6 months. And we have more Wenger talk coming up. But we'll talk about the Arsenal game real quick and the absolute letdown that was for us. We're up 2-0. We're playing like we have like we want to come back. Like we're back in this thing, at least for second place. And then in an 8-minute span at the end of the first half and right into the second, we give up 3 just ridiculous goals where we mismarked again. We just looked bad.
Yeah, that first goal was a ball that was played in pretty good to Andy Carroll. But our back line, we have 3 guys marking Andy Carroll, and nobody can get up and get it away. So, of course, Andy Carroll has that one in. A few minutes later, I believe it was 46th minute, Andy Carroll, it was a ball that was played into him. Carroll had this chest trap, and then he shot it. It hit who hit for Arsenal, came back to Andy Carroll, and then he did like a little half bicycle kick. It was unnecessary, but he did a little half bicycle kick. So there you go. We just gave up 2 quick goals before the half. All right, let's go into halftime. Let's get back together, get our minds back in the game. Come out, what happens? Montreal gets beat badly by Antonio. Plays a beautiful ball in Eddie Carroll. Another header. Another freaking header. 2 guys marking Andy Carroll. Then he gets the header off. Granted, it deflected off of who would deflect it off and right into the goal. Probably couldn't have made the save without the deflection, but either way, it took a bad bounce and went right into the goal.
So we give up a hat trick to Andy Carroll, who I don't even know if any soccer or football pundit could tell you the last time he had a hat trick. And after the match, I'll give Arsene Wenger credit. He openly admitted that we have a weakness. I had never heard him talk about our weakness before. But he came out and he said, we've had this weakness all year long. And that's when I lost my mind, Morgan. You've known it's about the aerial balls, how we always get beat on headers or getting through or mismarking. So you've known about this all season long. We just had the January transfer window. You did absolutely nothing about it. So at first I was happy because he's admitting that he knows that we have a weakness, which we all already knew. Every fan already saw. We've been yelling about it for 2 years now. So you're admitting it. I was like, all right, cool. He finally realizes it. We're going to spend. We're going to get these guys. Then he said, I've known about it all year long. And I cannot say, like the words verbally came out of my. No one was around me. I was at home by myself, no one around, and I verbally said like the most heinous thing I think I've ever said in my life. And I can't believe that you realize this, which we do. We all knew, but then you don't do anything about it.
That's how it's been for 12 years now.
Dude, it's insane. It's insane.
It is. I mean, how do you openly come out and say, yeah, we have this problem, but I've known about it the whole year, but I refuse to spend any money and bring anybody in? What?
And I'm going to talk about that here when we go to our rumor mill too, because he came out with something today that I just shared with you that, once again, is going to make me lose my shit. So Arsenal drew with West Ham 3-3 after giving up a hat trick to Andy Carroll. Wow. So we got to bounce back in a big way and hope for a lot of help because Man City's 2 points behind us. Man City's closing the gap.
Yeah.
So we're 6 back of Tottenham with a game in hand. We're currently 13 back of Leicester with a game in hand. But Man City is right behind us with 2 points, and they have a 3-goal differential better than us right now. So we can't rely on that.
I will say there were some good takeaways from the Arsenal game, though. Your favorite player, Iwobi, had 2 great assists in that game. He had an assist to Ozil. It was a through ball. Could have been offsides. I'm not going to argue with it. It wasn't our favor. And then his second one to Sanchez was a beautiful over the top goal. And that was my favorite. So he's had a couple good games here. So there are some good takeaways from that game. They did fight back, tie it 3-3. Actually, that last goal was a beautiful setup. Welbeck set it up perfectly. Yeah. So there were some takeaways from that game, or some good takeaways.
Alexis scored again. That's 2 in a row. So maybe we said last week that we said he's back, like kind of in a joking, we're hoping way, really. And he scored again. So that's 2 in a row. So maybe he is getting back to form, which we need. Ozil scored. I know you're wanting him to score more.
Yes.
So he scored again, finally, and Koscielny did show out at the end to give us that tying goal that we desperately needed. Because if we would have lost that game, I don't know. Top 4 would probably be out of the question.
Oh, easily. Well, I mean, like I said, this isn't, hoping we can make a run to the top. This is praying you don't drop out of the top 4.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. I mean, that's what this is. This is praying you don't drop out of the top 4.
Yep. So the other games this weekend, Swansea beat Chelsea 1-0, which, I mean, Chelsea, I'm actually kind of shocked about that because they have been playing better since they made the move. But they're in trouble, man. They need some help.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace beat Norwich 1-0. Crystal Palace looks like they're going to survive the drop. They're I think 8 points ahead now of the relegation zone. Let me just double check that real quick.
I think they're 9.
They're 11 now. 11 but they're a game
11,
up.
Yeah, 11.
So they're at 38 points. So they seem to be safe right now. We had Southampton beat Newcastle 3-1. Newcastle continues to fall. That poor fan base, man. I'd feel so bad. I would hate to be a Newcastle fan right now.
But they brought it on themselves. I mean, like we talk about, Aston Villa, Newcastle. Get rid of your players. Don't bring anybody in. What do you expect to happen?
Yeah. Speaking of Aston Villa, they lost to Bournemouth 2-1. That's another L for them. Watford and Everton tied at 1. So there's two of the three teams that came up this year drew and won this weekend, which I like to see. I like to see new teams in the EPL. Man City beat West Brom 2-1, which that sucks for us. Leicester, man, yet again, wins again. And it was almost another 1-0 win, but then Jamie freaking Vardy goes beast mode, runs into a defender. Defender flops like a fish. Vardy stays on his feet, beats the keeper, and puts it home for a 2-0 win. I'm going to say this right now. So, in American football, we had beast mode in Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch hung up the cleats, quite literally, by the way. So, beast mode title needs a new home. Let's get Marshawn Lynch to pass the beast mode torch to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy is the new beast mode. You heard it here first, people. The beast mode name has been dubbed to Jamie Vardy.
You're out of your mind. It's
Am I?
One good year. Yes, one good year.
Is he not playing like a beast?
Yeah, but Falcoa played like a beast. I mean, you're going down a list of players that have one good year and then transfer out and then are garbage. They get the big contract, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and then just forget how to play football.
You heard
I'm not ready. Give him a little bit more time.
He's 29. He's 29.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You want to call Vardy beast mode, freaking Ronaldo the GOAT. I can't believe I'm doing a podcast with you right now. You're out of your mind over there.
I am speaking gospel. You are speaking crap. Just know that. All right. Liverpool has found.
No, I'm just speaking the truth. I'm speaking the truth.
Jamie Vardy's new beast mode. We're going to get that going. Liverpool found an offense, man. They found some offense. They beat Stoke 4-1. And we'll talk about another game they had later. But Origi's playing with the real deal. I talked about him in episode 1, how I want him and the other Belgians at Arsenal. And then the beatdown of the week, we both predicted a Man United win, mainly because we needed it to happen for Arsenal. But Tottenham blows them out of the water, 3-0. And it was one of those – it's been kind of the theme this week where it's 0-0. Next thing you know, you blink your eyes and it's 2-0 or 3-0. That's kind of how that match went too.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise to both of us. I know you messaged me and told me. I wasn't expecting that one.
I was watching it at home, and I left at halftime. It was 0-0. I went to get my hair cut, and I was listening to it on the radio. And I'm just listening to go, Tottenham goal, Tottenham goal, Tottenham goal. I'm like, what just happened? That escalated very quickly.
That was like Andy Carroll.
It was
the exact thing.
3 goals in 6 minutes. So thank you, Tottenham. We can actually, as Gooner fans, we can thank Tottenham for getting 3 goals in 6 minutes and saving us from being the worst defensive team of the week. It was Man United, man. You guys, they're terrible right now. They're just bad.
Yeah. But that's what they get for getting Robin Van Persie from Arsenal.
That's true.
I
So
will hate them forever.
the table, once again, man, we don't have a whole lot of change. Leicester's at first at 72 points. Tottenham second, 65. Arsenal third, 59. Man City's closing the gap. They're at 57 and fourth. Man United dropped some. They're at fifth, but they'll drop some points. They're at 53. West Ham's right behind them at 52. And I think, does West Ham play Leicester this week? We're picking all these games, so we better make sure I'm on point with it. Man United will probably win. They're playing Aston Villa this weekend, so that's probably a W. And
Leicester plays West
Ham. Yep. That's gonna be a tough one, man. Then at the bottom, you still got Villa, Newcastle, and Sunderland. Norwich is 4 points, still 4 points away from the drop with a game up though. But we're down to 6 games for Sunderland to close that gap. Not a lot of change.
Isn't Norwich and Sunderland coming up? That'd be a huge game.
Yeah. Well, I think this week is Norwich and that's this week. Yeah.
Norwich and Sunderland.
Tomorrow. Morning game. I'll have to watch that one. It's gonna be an interesting last couple of weeks for the bottom. I'm not really sure about the top half. Maybe 4th through 6th might be an interesting setup, but the rest I'm not really sure.
Third through.
Well, I don't want to say that.
6th, 7th.
People are gonna start thinking we're actually Arsenal haters, not fans here.
No, I will. You know what? I will say it. You know why? I will say it. 12 years dealing with this. I will say it.
That's true. I will say this: people who think that we are haters, we're just. Yeah, and I think this is a problem with our club right now. Is a lot of us fans are more ambitious than our manager. I think he's satisfied where the top 4 go to the Champions League. That's all he cares about, and it's no longer about winning. No, it's no longer about titles. It's just about staying top 4 and maintaining that run that we've had of top 4s in Champions League. But it's not an impressive run. At some point, you got to say we've been here before. Let's advance.
Especially from a team that came off a year where they did not lose one single game. I mean, the history, the tradition behind Arsenal ranks in the top 3, top 4 in the Premier League. They are known as a top team in the Premier League. But yet, 12 years without a title. Arsene Wenger, get the hell out of here.
And never had a Champions League title. Ever.
No. Which they never will, because they make the round of 16, then you go up against a Real Madrid or Barcelona or PSG. Hell, even in your own league, you play a Man City and you lose. I mean, I don't know what to do. We sound like broken records every week.
Yeah. And it's going to be
the back 4 guys. Oh, they're not bringing anybody in. Oh, look. Transfer news. Did we get him? Nope.
No. Yeah. We're going to sound like that until Wenger leaves or he gets out of his old-timer mindset where he thinks he can be a magician still. It doesn't always work out that way. Eventually, at some point in this day and age, you've got to bring in premier talent.
Well, just wait till we get some of the transfer rumors. I got some that'll make you laugh.
I think we're going to get into that right now. So let's go to the rumor mill. We decided to talk about we're a couple weeks out from the end of the year, and then we'll have the summer to talk about this too. But right now is as good a time as any to talk about some of the rumors that we've seen out there. So what do you got for us, man?
I just jotted a couple down just by ones that I've seen and read and looked up just from various sports apps on my phone just coming through. Some that I found Michael Carrick from Man U. Is linked to West Ham or Arsenal. He is a midfielder.
No way.
Surprise. Kieran Gibbs is set to leave the Gunners. No surprise. He's behind Monreal anyways.
Yeah.
I guess Arsenal's looking at – yeah, right. Just redo the whole back line.
Yep.
It's
fire sale.
It's atrocious. Yeah, right. Leicester City's Ben Chilwell, I guess, is targeted to be his replacement. For a backup. Oxlade-Chamberlain, that we talked about, he's targeted for Southampton.
Yep.
He's also being linked to Man City, West Ham, and Chelsea. So unless Arsenal wants to pay him some big bucks, he's probably going to go because
or play him.
Yeah. Who else I got? Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah.
Arsenal said to sell him. I haven't heard much or haven't heard who he could go to, but Arsenal's looking to sell him. Marcelo Brozovic. He's on a loan at Inter Milan. He's being linked to Arsenal or Chelsea. He is a midfielder.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Benteke, I know you've been high on him.
Bring in Arsenal.
The Liverpool striker, he's actually being linked to Juventus. Granit Xhaka, he's actually being linked to Arsenal from a German club for 30. I guess Arsenal's looking to get him for 24 million euros. They want 32 million. He is a midfielder. Payet, your boy Payet. He's actually being linked to Barcelona for 50 million euros.
Wow.
That would be that would be an interesting one because they still got Neymar and Messi, so I don't know why you would need to bring him up.
Yeah.
And then the last one that I found, Sergio Ramos, center back for Real Madrid, is being linked to Chelsea. No surprise there.
I want Sergio Ramos and freaking Arsenal kid, man. I love his style. He brings some.
That won't happen.
No, hell no.
That won't happen. But that's just some of the ones that I found that I found kind of interesting. I kind of caught the theme of the midfielders there. Yeah, about three or four.
Yeah,
there that were linked. So
I got a few world ones for you. Man City is going after Gunjaman for Borussia Dortmund. He's the midfielder for them.
I saw that.
Yeah, Arsenal was linked to him too, but it looks like Man City is going to win out with 30 million. Is what I saw today. So Arsenal getting beat out by Man City. Shocker. Eden Hazard, we made a comment last week that he's being linked to moves. PSG and Real Madrid are the two teams that are being brought up for him. We have Bayern Munich is ready to send us 40 million for Alexis Sanchez. Would you say yes or no to that?
No.
I'd say no.
No. Not get rid of Sanchez. No
if they
way.
got to the 50s, 55 million, I might say yes. That's a lot of money. We can get
No.
The Bayern's
no way, because you have Sanchez. Keep him here. Don't sell him because you know damn well when you sell him, you're not bringing nobody in.
Yeah.
God, don't get me started.
That's the rumor that I saw just today. Ibrahimovic is now being linked back to AC Milan as well as Manchester United. And there was one other team too. I didn't write it down. But they're going to be linked for 28.6 mil, which isn't a bad transfer fee, but his weekly wages, $550K is what Man United is going to give him. That's more than Messi and Ronaldo. That's the rumor.
But they have the money for it.
They do.
But they have the money for it.
Marco Reus from Borussia Dortmund, who I'm high on. Again, I want to see in a Arsenal kit, is being linked to Tottenham, Man U, and now PSG is reportedly putting a $40 million offer for him. Man City, this is a big one. You ready? $135 million for Luis Suarez.
Really?
I just saw that today. Luis Suarez, $135 million bid coming from Man City.
You know Suarez would take that in a heartbeat.
What are they going to do with Aguero? Are they going to sell Aguero? To who? Who can afford Aguero? Maybe Real Madrid. That'd be funny. Real Madrid gets Aguero. Barcelona loses Suarez. There we go. We got an American teenager, Haji Wright, a winger. He's 18 years old. He just signed with Schalke out of Germany. So we've got another American in the Bundesliga and in Europe, an 18-year-old, another youngster. Hey, maybe we'll get some talent out there, man. Let's see. Arsenal's being linked to Bozier. He's a 19-year-old midfielder from Ajax, who I actually like. We're being linked with him.
I saw that one.
And this one's funny. It's Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United are being linked to Marquinhos from PSG. And this is when I automatically knew Arsenal was not really in this. $50 million bid. I was like, yeah, right. Get out of here. For a center back? You do that for a midfielder, not for a center back. Get out of here. Why ain't going after that?
No, they won't. They won't go for anybody but a midfielder for that.
No. Juventus is going after Isco from Real Madrid, who I also want Arsenal kit. United is going after Icardi up front, who was linked to Arsenal pretty much the last 2 summers. Like he's a name that generally gets thrown around there for Arsenal. It never happens, of course. And then my last one is Leicester and Stoke are going after AC Milan striker youngster Niang. And that would be an interesting one if he goes to Leicester. Does that mean Vardy's going? Is he a Vardy replacement?
I think you can already count Vardy leaving.
Probably. I was happy to see a American teenager going overseas and getting a chance in the Bundesliga. Bundesliga seems to be high on our youngsters, man. We've got a couple now.
Yeah, there's Paulsick, his last name. He's 17 or 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
He got a chance to play the other day. He's for
Borussia Dortmund.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
They're really high on him. I know
Yeah.
Klinsmann's really happy with that too. He's getting some playing time. These are the guys that Klinsmann needs to bring up.
Yeah.
Hope he's watching.
Julian Green is his parent club is Bayern Munich, but he's on loan, I think, to a German third league team right now. But
yeah,
he's
haven't seen his name. Yeah, well, I don't think he's had a call up in quite some time now.
No,
aside from the World Cup game, when he kind of brought us back to life, hasn't really been a whole lot from him.
No, but we got a couple now in Bundesliga, which makes me happy, man. We got a couple in England. We got a couple of Bundesliga. Let's keep showing them out and then bring them back over when they're really good to MLS.
Yes. No. You were good up until you just said that.
So that's what we got. And we'll be doing this on and off for the next couple months until transfers actually start. There's a lot of good rumors out there, a lot of funny ones. I think the Suarez one was my favorite. $135 million for Luis Suarez. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a joke.
City, are you thirsty?
Is he really worth it, too?
Hell no. He's almost 30 years old, man.
Yeah.
And you already have Aguero. I don't get it.
They're desperate.
But yeah, we'll do a rumor mill every once in a while. You keep that thing going. But we're gonna go ahead and get into our pick'em. We both had a rough week one, man. 1, 2, and 2. So here's how we're gonna do pick'em from now. We kind of made this switch in our Two Blue and OSU podcast. We do straight wins losses, a regular pick'em, but this is a football podcast. In football, they have tables. You get points for certain things. Why wouldn't we do that? So that's how we're going to do it now. If our team we pick wins, we'll get 3 points. If they lose, 0 points. If they draw, we'll get 1 point. And we're getting a little late start. Next year's going to be really intense. But we still have about 6-7 weeks left. So we're gonna finish strong here. And it's going to be an intense final. And I'm going to win the Gooners Cup.
No, you won't. You're not even first place in our Two Blue. You're not even first place in Two Blue.
I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to recognize that because I was into the NCAA tournament and I was killing you guys. And I'm going to do it here. But we had a rough start. We went 1, 2, and 2. We're both at 5 points. Our goal differential from all our games is -3 for both of us. That was a rough week. So we're going to try to bounce back. We're picking every single EPL game from now on, +5 non-league games. So let's go ahead and start with the non-league games first. In Italy, we got Napoli versus Inter.
Inter Milan.
Yeah, I'm going to go Inter as well. Germany, Augsburg versus Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
I'm going to go with Augsburg. Real Sociedad versus Eibar.
I'm
going to go Real Sociedad.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And in...
You're already down 2 games.
No, that's up 2. In French Ligue 1, AS Monaco versus Marseille. Marseille?
Marcel.
This should be a no-brainer.
Either way, I'm going with AC Monaco.
AS Monaco?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, not.
This is how I know you. This is how you know you're just an EPL guy. And our MLS pick, we're picking Sporting KC versus FC Dallas, 1st and 3rd in the Western Conference. What you got, man?
You didn't tell me who you were picking for the French league.
Oh, yeah. I'm going AS Monaco. Obvious.
Okay.
Obvious.
MLS, Sporting KC, and FC Dallas.
Yeah.
I assume you're going with Sporting, so I'll go with Dallas.
I'm actually, you know what, man? We've lost 2 of 3. I am a Sporting KC fan, but we're not in good form. And a couple of our wins, we had those red cards that have been predominant in MLS so far this year. But I'm actually going to go with FC Dallas this week, man. I don't like our form.
Wow.
I don't like how we're playing. We're being very sloppy with the ball. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm going FC Dallas. Now we'll move into our EPL picks. We're picking every single one. It's going to get intense. We got Norwich City versus Sunderland.
I think I'm going to go with Sunderland. Sunderland really needs a win badly. So I'm going to go with Sunderland. They got to make up some ground.
I'm going with Norwich City because they need to stay their ground. We got Newcastle, who's struggling, against Swansea, who just beat Chelsea.
Swansea.
Yeah, I'm going Swansea as well. Then we'll move on to Man U versus Aston Villa. This should be a no-brainer.
Aston Villa. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna write it down.
I hate picking him again. Yeah, I hate picking him again. But there's no way the last place team is gonna pull the upset. No way. Freaking Man U.
Yeah, I know. They have 3 wins, dude. Aston Villa has 3 wins all year. That is pathetic. West Brom versus Watford.
West Brom.
I have West Brom as well. Let's go Everton versus Southampton.
I don't have any stats, so I'm going solely on gut pick. So I'll see how this goes for this week.
Are you really?
Just so you know. Yeah. I mean, it worked in our NCAA bracket, so I figured I would stick with it right now.
Whatever.
All right, who do we got?
Everton versus Southampton.
Everton and Southampton. I'm gonna go with Everton.
Everton just played on Wednesday. It's a short turnaround. They had a makeup game. So I'm going to go with Southampton because of that, actually. We have Chelsea versus Man City in the marquee, what can still be considered a marquee matchup of the week, even though Chelsea is not as good.
Is there a way that they both can lose?
I wish.
Obviously, I'm going to pick City, but I would be okay if they lost.
I'm picking Chelsea because we need City to lose. I'm doing this. This is how I'm going to do it, man. If we need them to lose, I'm picking against them.
But I mean, but if City wins, I get the point. If City loses, I'm okay with it.
That is fair logic, sir. I'm okay with it. I'm still picking Chelsea. Chelsea's lost to Swansea. They're going to bounce back. They're not going to lose 2 in a row. And City's all in for this Champions League, so I don't think they're here right now. They're still celebrating they beat PSG. Let's go move on to Leicester City, the top, versus West Ham.
Leicester City and West Ham. This is gonna be hell. You know what? West Ham.
I picked West Ham too. Wow, we're on the same page with that one, man. Dimitri Payet's gonna score twice. Dimitri Payet scores 2 goals.
I'll give one to Payet, one to Carroll.
You think Carroll's gonna start again? I don't even think he plays.
I mean, why not? He tore apart Arsenal.
That's true. But, we have had a weakness all year.
True.
Bournemouth versus Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I picked Liverpool as well. Especially if they start Origi, who should be in Arsenal kit next year. Along with Lukaku and Benteke. Get them all.
Benteke.
Get them all.
You love them.
They do.
You love them.
And now it's time. Our Gunners. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. I get to watch Zaha destroy Monreal down the right side yet again. Yay. What you got?
Arsenal, man. If we lose to Crystal Palace, I might take a week off. I might have to take a week off if we lose to Crystal Palace.
If we lose to Crystal Palace, you might have to put a search party
out. The 16th place team. The 16th place team? Really?
Yeah, well.
And you're hoping to make a run for the league title. You better beat the 16th place team.
If we do lose, and I'm not saying we will, I'm picking Arsenal, obviously, and I think we're by far a much better team, even though I do really like Crystal Palace's offensive players. Zaha, Balassi, Punchin, Connor Wickham. I like them all. But if we lose, I would love to hear Arsenal Wingers. I can't. If it happens, I'm going to be listening to Arsenal Wingers post-game press conference and to hear what nonsense he spews then. We're still in it, guys. We can still win the league.
You can listen to his post-game and then let me know how absurd He
All-
sounds. Oh,
All,
okay.
all you
I won't watch it.
all you get from me would be a string of F-bombs on the message. That's it. F-bombs and sons of somethings.
I don't want to think about that. All right.
And the last match of the weekend on Monday is Stoke City versus Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Okay, this is how disgusting this week is. I'm picking Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham all in the same week.
I got Tottenham City. I got Tottenham and Manchester City.
And United, yeah. This is a bad.
Yes, and in United, yeah.
Thank God I don't have any long ropes around here.
I don't think this pick was a very good idea.
Too right you are, sir. Before we close out, I do want to talk about one game, a game that I think was the best so far this year, and that was Borussia Dortmund versus Liverpool in the Europa League. I was watching it. I was messaging you during it. It was, again, one of those games where at the very beginning you blinked your eyes, Borussia Dortmund's up 2-0, and it stayed that way for the entire first half. And then the second half, the floodgates opened, and Liverpool, with the inspiration of Jurgen Klopp, who is by far the most underrated manager in world football. Wow.
Yeah, I caught the last, I think, 10 minutes of that game. Felt like I was on my deathbed watching it.
Whoa.
And I was just like the ending to that game brought me back to life. That's how incredible that it was. I was laying on my deathbed and brought me back to life. It was, just imagine being in that stadium and that crowd and that atmosphere.
Oh, man, it would have been insane.
Making that comeback. Yeah, that was by far the best game of the week.
Yeah, so I think of the year so far.
Of the year.
I think of the year so far, I have to say, I'm going to put my name out there with it. That was the best game of the year so far. And Origi got it going. Origi, again, there's that name again. He's showing up all over the place.
That's your boy.
That is. He got it going to at the beginning of the second half to go 2-1. And then I messaged you after Marco Reus scored the third goal for Borussia Dortmund, and I pulled a Chappelle. I was like, game blouses. Thought the game was over. And in the last 25 minutes, Liverpool scores 3 goals.
Who did we pick for that game?
You had Liverpool. I had Borussia Dortmund. And that was the game that tied you up. I was about to go ahead by 6 points. And then now we're tied.
Nope.
So Dortmund, thank you for blowing that. I'll probably never pick you again. Even though I do like half your team to come to Arsenal. I can really go through their team and pick Matt Hummels, Aubameyang, Marco Reus, what's his name? Gujaman. So even though I love like half their team, I want them all at Arsenal. I'm never picking you again.
You want all German players in the Arsenal kit.
The Germany, of course I do. And they're producing the best talent, man. They just won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Of course, bring all the German talent here. I want Mario Götze too. He's not even playing for freaking Bayern Munich. I almost forgot my favorite segment, Golden Save and Fail of the Week.
Yeah, because you've been pumped about this since last Friday.
I was.
When you were watching the Orlando City game.
I was watching that game as we're recording, and I think I even said I found my Golden Save of the Week already.
Yep.
And both of mine come from Philadelphia Union, coming from the MLS. My save, I guess I'll start off my goal of the week. Comes from Tranquillo Barnetti from Philadelphia Union. He had a free kick in the 88th minute, 89th minute when they were tied 1-1, and it was Dimitri Payet style, man. Started outside of the goal, curved in, hit at the very bottom of the top post, and bounced in. And they ended up going on to win 2-1 because of that. It was beautiful. I can't wait to post it. Shout out to the MLS. Shout out to Philadelphia Union and the great talent we have here in America. Tranquillo Barnetti is my goal of the week.
My goal of the week is James Tavernier out of Rangers SC, second tier Scottish League. He had a 25-yard volley, about 25 yards out, center of the box. There was a scuffle for the ball. The ball took a nice bounce to his teammate. His teammate that was in front of him by about the top of the 18 gave a little, just a little flick back to him, and he caught this ball so perfect. He caught it on a sweet spot, but on the outside of his foot, to where the ball curled away from the outreached arms of the keeper right into the upper 90. It was just one of those volleys that it just a screamer. You just connect with it perfect. Blows by everybody, curves away from the keeper. Those are the sweet spot ones. So my goal of the week is James Tavernier out of Rangers FC.
Who's your save of the week? Who you got?
My save of the week, again, Gigi Buffon.
Man, you're in love with this guy.
I am. For Juventus. He had a free kick save, Mario Balotelli for AC Milan. I had a free kick about the right side of the goal, about 24, 25, 26 yards out. Curled it in, and Gigi made a ridiculous save right on the goal line to where they had to use the technology to make sure the ball didn't completely cross over the line. Of course it didn't. But what was most impressive, he made that save, gave up the rebound, got up, and saved a second shot. It was a bang-bang play. It was one of those reactions to where, as a keeper, you don't live in that moment that you just made a save. You make the save, and you get up as quick as you can because you just gave up a rebound. So in that possession, he made 2 saves, the one off the free kick from Balotelli, but then the second one was right off the rebound from that about point-blank range. So my save of the week, again, is GG, the great GG.
Of course you would do that one as I'm wearing my AC Milan jersey.
Of course.
Of course you would. And I'm playing my AC Milan career mode on FIFA right now too, by the way. It's up there too. I got my jersey on. I'm talking soccer with you. I got the Man City PSG replay of the Champions League on TV and FIFA 16 on my side TV going on. I'm footballed out, man. Where you at? You ain't on my level.
You are footballed out. I got my work shirt on.
I'm ready to go. My save of the week also comes from the Philadelphia Union. Also comes from the MLS and the great talent we have here in America. Andre Blake. You're gonna become a fan, man. Andre Blake in stoppage time. They just scored the goal from the free kick, as mentioned before, and Orlando City came down and they had a beautiful shot that was curling into the right corner of the goal, and he just made an incredible dive with his left paw, stuck it out, and it deflected off and just hits off the post to save the win, to secure the victory for a 2-1 win for Philadelphia Union over Orlando City, which of course your boy was not playing in, and they lost 2-1.
That's what happens, but it was Breck Shea's fault for that ridiculous tackle.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happens when the greatest player in the MLS isn't playing.
You said they have a terrible goal differential when he's not on, and win-loss record.
Yep.
So good. We got our Iwobi and our Breck Shea out there. Hey, Breck Shea, Alex Iwobi, you guys want to come on the show? We'd love to have you. Jamie Vardy, Beast Mode, we'll have you too.
Stop calling him Beast Mode.
Beast Mode. The torch has to be passed, Morgan. Marshawn Lynch is gone. Okay, we need to do Beast Mode. Jamie Vardy, Beast Mode. I would call Cristiano Ronaldo Beast Mode, but he's already the GOAT.
What a wanker.
You probably won't be the only one thinking that, but you're all wrong, and I'm right. That's all that matters. Do you have a fail of the week?
My fail of the week is probably the best fail of the week we're going to have on this podcast ever. My fail of the week is Zidane. And you might be thinking, what? This isn't the 06 World Cup against Italy when he had that infamous headbutt. You're right. It isn't from that. It's from the Real Madrid game where the quote-unquote GOAT, according to Zachary Tillman, just scored his third goal for the hat trick. And Zidane had this, he started jumping around. He was celebrating like he just won the World Cup, which, by the way, he didn't that year. He crouched down. He kind of gave like a half squat down. And then when he did that squat, he ripped the back of his pants like SpongeBob style. It was straight SpongeBob style. I don't know if you've seen that episode where he ripped his pants, but he bends over and rips his pants. That's what Zidane did while celebrating the third goal for Cristiano Ronaldo. So my fail of the week is Zinedine Zidane.
I don't have children yet, so I don't watch a whole lot of SpongeBob. But I can understand. I can understand why you would know that reference.
I'm wondering if anybody else would know that reference.
I tell you what, he played it off pretty good though. He did a spin move, and then his long tail jacket covered it up.
He did.
So he may have failed, but he recovered only like Zidane could.
No, he still failed.
Those skinny jeans, man, they get you every time. European.
Not even skinny jeans. They're like skinny
suit pants.
Skinny slacks. Right. Slacks. Skinny suit pants. Like skinny slacks. But there's some well-dressed coaches, though.
Hey, come on, football managers. Throw on some tracksuits. Let's get some Urban Meyer pullovers. Let's swag up world football.
Swag up,
man.
No.
Hashtag
it's
swag
up. That's hashtag swag up football coaches. Football coaches.
Football managers, man. They don't call them coaches. They call them managers.
Yeah, sorry. Football managers.
There you go.
God. You see, that's why I have you on here to keep me out on my toes.
I'm footballed out, man. I'm ready to go. You actually took my fail of the week.
That was just classic. You don't see that often. With
I just love the spin
celebrating. He felt the breeze coming up his skinny slacks.
He did.
He did a quick runway spin and covered it up like it was nothing and kept celebrating.
Ronaldinho was impressed with that spin move, I tell you what. All right, so that's our show, folks. Another great one. Morgan, it was great dealing with you. Like us on Facebook. That's it for us this week. Follow us on Twitter, too. USA Gooners Pod is our Twitter handle. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.